Guys, today we're looking at the top 10 deals you can get from Amazon for 2025. Now, I've got a variety of different products here, everything from speakers to car adapters, translators, headphone speakers, the whole bit. So we've actually reviewed each one of these. You can see the full reviews in links below. And you can also purchase them if you want, but these got massive discounts right now on Amazon. It's a great chance to get early Christmas presents and have a look. So anyway, let's not do any longer. Let's start by looking at it right now. Let's kick things off with the summer in a box item on this list. First up is the Aiper Scuba S1 Pro, which is basically the set and forget pool robot for people who are done fishing leaves out of the pool every weekend. This thing is a cordless robotic cleaner designed to do the boring work while you're literally doing anything else. It cruises around the floor, climbs the walls, and even works the water line. The suction is seriously strong, and the cleaning pattern isn't just random, it actually maps and works through the pool in a smart way. The big standout for me is battery life and coverage. You're looking up to a few hours of cleaning on a charge, which is plenty for a standard backyard in-ground pool. I've had it chugging away doing a full clean while I'm editing or out and about, and by the time I come back, the pool looks just like someone's been manually vacuuming it for you. It also has app control, so you can choose different modes and schedules rather than just drop it in and hope for the best. And because it's cordless, you're not fighting hoses or worrying about tangles. This earns a spot in the top 10 because pool robots usually aren't cheap. They're usually one of the things that feel like a luxury until you live with one. With a decent discount, the Scuba S1 Pro jumps from nice idea to actually saves me time every single week, which is kind of priceless when you'd rather be in a pool than cleaning it. Next up, sticking with outdoor gear, is a JBL Charge 6. If you've seen the channel before, you know I love a good portable speaker, and the Charge line has always been that sweet spot between size, power, and battery life. The Charge 6 keeps that going, but toughens everything up. IP68 rated, so it's dustproof, waterproof, and can even handle a drop without flinching. It also has that sturdy carry strap, makes it easy to chuck over your shoulder or a bag when you're out and about. Sound-wise, it's classic JBL. Bold, punchy, and surprisingly full for something that still fits in a backpack. There's plenty of volume for outdoor use, and it supports lossless playback via USB-C. So if you plug it in, you can feel a better quality audio as well. And like previous chargers, you still got that power bank function, so you can top up your phone when you're out at the park or the beach. Battery life is strong enough that you can use it across the whole weekend without stressing, and with Auracast support, you can link it up with other compatible JBL speakers for a bigger soundstage at parties or barbecues. This one makes a list because one of those travels constantly with us speakers. Picnics, holidays, backyard session, it just keeps turning up. When you combine that with solid build quality and a discount, it's a very easy recommendation. If you wanted one really good all-round speaker, this is it. Number 3 is Soundcore Space A40, which is probably the most no-brainer travel and gym earbuds in a lineup. These are compact ANC earbuds that punch well above their price. You've got adaptive active noise cancelling, so adjust your surroundings, planes, trains, noisy gyms, and for this kind of budget, the ANC really does a decent job. The sound is very usable, straight out of the box, a pleasing V-shape, good bass, nice detail, and if you're picky, like me, you can go into the app and tune the EQ to taste. Where they stand out for me is comfort and battery life. They're small, light, and I can wear them for long walks or full gym sessions without my ears complaining. Battery life stretches that don't even think about its own, especially with the case. You get multiple refills, enough to cover long trips or a full week of commuting workouts. They also support LDAC for high-res audio on compatible Android phones, plus multi-point, so you can keep them connected for longer, and a laptop at the same time. The reason I make the deal is simple. It's a total package, sound, ANC, comfort features. They're way better than what you'd expect around this price bracket. With a discount on top, they're a super safe choice if you want one pair of earbuds for travel, gym, and day-to-day use. Staying in the earbud world, the next one is a SoundPEATS H3. If the A40s are your everyday workhorse, the H3 are more of an affordable audiophile learning option. These are triple driver earbuds with dual balance armatures plus a 12mm dynamic driver. That's wild at this price, guys. The result is a sound that's detailed with crisp highs, clear mids, and a tight, controlled bass that doesn't just boom for the sake of it. They're actually certified high-res audio, and they have Snapdragon sound. They support high-end codecs like aptX lossless and LDAC. So if you've got a compatible Android phone, you can actually feed them high-quality audio, and they'll know it. On top of that, the H3 brings serious noise cancelling, hybrid AMC, up to 55 decibel reduction, multiple modes for different environments, plus decent transparency when you need to hear what's going on around you. Battery life is solid. The case gives you plenty of options of total play time, and they've been picked up awards for punching above their weight in sound quality. And as you can see, I've been using them all and about in Brisbane, the Gold Coast, and I'll use all these products in my live reviews, as you guys can see. The reason this is on this list is for people who really care about audio that don't want to jump into the crazy expensive space. If you want something that leans more towards hi-fi in your pocket, with proper codecs and a very detailed sound, the H3 are a standout. And the deals that pop up on these make them feel almost too good for what they cost. Next one is a simple accessory that ends up being way more important than you expect. The Casekoo magnetic case for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. We've tested a bunch of these style cases, and the Casekoo magnetic lineup has been a bit of a go-to. You're looking at strong MagSafe compatible magnets that locks on properly to car chargers and car mounts. And many of these models include a built-in stand or kickstand that actually holds the phone steady in landscape. Protection is also solid. You get military-grade drop protection, reinforced corners, raised bezels for camera and screen, and options that don't instantly turn your SIM phone into a brick. They've done a great job of balancing grip, thickness, and protection, so it still feels like a nice phone in the hand, not something wrapped in a rubber block. The reason it's in a top 10 deals list is pretty straightforward. If you just drop serious money on an iPhone 16 Pro Max, or any iPhone for that matter, you want a case that protects it properly and plays nicely with MagSafe accessories. The official cases are pricey, and when these are discounted, they become a real compelling alternative that doesn't feel cheap in the hand. Moving over to desk setup, the next pick is the Edifier MR3 powered speakers. As you guys know, we've reviewed a ton of Edifier speakers, and these are the small studio style monitors designed for a desktop or compact room. If you're used to basic little plastic speakers, the MR3 are a big step up. You get proper 3.5-inch mid-bass drivers and 1-inch silk dome tweeters, tuned for a flatter, more accurate sound than typical boom and sizzle desktop speakers. They're high-res audio certified, with frequency responses extending well beyond normal listening range, and enough power to comfortably fill a bedroom or office. Connectivity, though, is where they really become practical. You got Bluetooth, balanced TRS, RCA and AUX inputs, plus a headphone out. So they work just as well plugged into a PC or Mac as they do in a turntable preamp, a little mixer or your phone. These are room compensation switches in the back, so you can tweak the bass depending on how close they are to a wall. Why are these in my deals video? Because good powered speakers are one of the best upgrades you can make for a desk setup. Games, movies, music, or benefit. And the MR3 gives you a taste of that monitor style sound without jumping into pro audio pricing. When they're on sale, the value for what you're getting of these is kind of ridiculous. Now guys, let's go back to something that's important, a car. The 70 MAI A810 dash cam. This is a 4K dash cam with serious impressive image quality. You're getting sharp, detailed footage during the day, and thanks to the sensor and HDR tuning, night performance is also strong. You can actually read plates and see what's going on rather than a grainy mess. And we also did the A800 as well, which you can see, both the front cam and also the back cam. Both include GPS for speed and location stamping, and the big trick is that smart parking guardian mode. With the right hardware kit, it stays watching the car while you're away, using AI motion detection to decide if someone is close enough to be a potential problem and then record those events. That's really handy if you park on a street or in public parks a lot. The app as well makes it much easier to review clips and pull footage to your phone without yanking the card out. And the interface on the camera itself is very straightforward. As you can see, I used it a lot in the Gold Coast, Brisbane, out and about, and I really enjoyed using it. And this makes the list because a good dash cam is one of those you don't think about it till you need it devices. The A810's image quality and parking features put us in that sweet spot of being a serious upgrade over cheap cams without going to silly money. With a discount, it's a very strong option for protecting your car, and having proper evidence if something happens. Now, from the car to the living room, and something that cleans the living room experience up, the Sofabaton Universal Remote. If you've got a TV, soundbar, or AVR streaming box, maybe a console or two, you probably have a little collection of remotes lying on a coffee table. Sofabaton's Universal Remote, especially X1 style, with a hub, is designed to replace that mess with a single remote plus an app. Setup happens through the Sofabaton app, where you add your device and build activities. So you might have one that powers the TV, swaps to HDMI, wakes the receiver and sets it up right input, all from a single button press. I also use it, guys, on my air conditioner, would you believe? It works with IVR and a hub, and it's compatible with a big library of device codes. So chances are it'll talk to pretty much everything in your setup. In day-to-day use, it justifies things. You don't have to remember which remote does what. If someone else in the house wants to watch something, it's much easier to say, press this button, rather than explain the dance between 3 remotes. This is on a deals list because universal remotes used to be either basic or very expensive. Sofabaton lands in a middle ground, where it's powerful enough for a proper home theatre, still affordable, and that even gets more interesting when it's discounted. And finally, from the home back to the car. The next one is a GetPairr 2.0, a little box that can completely change how your car's infotainment feels. Think of this as an AI CarPlay Android Auto box, running Android 13 with CloudSIM built in. If your car already supports wide CarPlay, you plug this into that port and suddenly you have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, plus a full Android system running on top. You can install apps straight from Google Play Store, use Cloud SIM without needing to hotspot your phone, and basically turn your car screen into something closer to a tablet. What I like about it is how flexible it makes the car experience. You can run proper navigation apps, music and podcast apps, maybe even video apps when you're parked. As you can see here, I was actually watching MrYouWho myself. It's great to watch. You don't have to rely on the car's manufacturer's slow to update software. Split screen mode means you can throw maps to one side and something on the other, and the hardware is quick enough that it doesn't feel laggy. This earns a spot because it's a very easy upgrade. If you've already got a wide CarPlay system and you're frustrated with cables or limited built-in apps, with the current deals, it becomes the most affordable way to modernise an older head unit without ripping it out and starting again. And rounding out the list is one of my surprisingly ones I really enjoyed, the Ranvoo AICE air conditioner. Now this isn't just an air conditioner, it's also a heater. This sits around your neck like a chunky collar and uses a combination of cooling plates and heating plates to both cool and also warm your neck and face. This model does both. So whether you've got the hot weather in Australia and want to cool down, or the freezing cold of the United Kingdom, you can warm up there. It's designed to give you that personal bubble of more comfortable air so you're not completely at the mercy of ambient temperatures. I've used this kind of device walking in the heat at outdoor events and even just sitting at a desk when it's too warm. And if you don't want to run full blast aircon, it's especially handy if you run hot at the gym or during summer. You keep your core temperature feeling a bit more manageable without soaking your shirt. Battery life is enough to get you through long walks or a chunk of the day on lower setting. It's adjustable so you can crank it when you're overheating or just leave it on a gentler background breeze. The reason it makes a deals list is simple. It's one of those gadgets that sounds like a gimmick until you try it in a heat wave, like I did in Manila. Once a discount, it goes from interesting curiosity to genuinely glad I've got this summer. So that's my top 10 Amazon. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. The top 10 Amazon deals you can get right now online from us. Big discounts, great quality products. Put these into Christmas stockings, and also let us know what you think. What's your favorite product out of this bunch? Have you used any one of these? Let us know your thoughts. And links below for you to purchase. Any sales you make support the channel. And make sure you look for our giveaways as well. We're giving away $1,000 worth of prizes. Anyway, guys, see you later.